All right, this is going to be simple. We got an order of a new lens, and it came from Leica directly in New Jersey. And let's see which way we're going to open it. So this is the top. I already know what it is because I ordered it, but it is now April 2003, and a new camera has been announced. That's the Leica M11 monochrome. So, and this is the lens in a typical gray box. And we're just gonna do a first look and comparison. All right, let's try to lift it. Okay, it is the Summilux M aspherical 50mm 1.4. Model is the 11729. And it's basically a reissue of this lens that is the Summilux aspherical, current till last week. And the new feature is that it is a little more close focusing and a couple of redesign elements. So let's open this and see what is inside. So there is a typical brochure, instruction. It has a few different languages, but usually it's not that interesting. LFI, product registration, and free book. And we got certificate signed again. Just out of the box, and that's pretty much it for the box. Okay, so let's put it aside and let's open it up. This is the typical packaging, nothing new here, and I usually never use these. It comes in the plastic bag as usual, and here it is. So from the look, this is interesting. From the look, this looks more like the old 35 like I have here. If we compare it now to sizes, so it has a lens cup and it has this rotating locking ring. This is the old ring. So let's put them both on infinity. Infinity. All right, here we go. This is the lens. I mean, size-wise, it looks about the same. It's a little fatter. It's a thicker design. This is a rotating lock, what I like. This is push up, and lock. What gets weak after a while, but once you lock it, it stays and it's okay, good. So this model is actually brass, and it's heavier than this one by quite a bit. I would say a few hundred grams. The new design allows you to focus to 70, have a little resistance, and then rotate to 0.45. Obviously, it's in need of a live view image to obviously get it to work on a camera that is a rangefinder. So for that, you would use the VisuFlex or the screen in the back. So this extends quite a bit. What I see it's missing is the the grooving here, so you could focus this just holding the grooves and instead of the tab here. It is harder, slippery, but I'm a tab user, so this is totally fine. I like the silver finished. As you can tell, I'm a silver lens kind of guy. But if we take it size-wise, let's see. I think it compares a little more to the Summilux 35. So this, if I take the cap off, it won't touch the bottom. So the old FLE 35 spherical is a closer size than the 50. So this actually has a ring. So, but in thickness and in height, they're all similar. Obviously, the Noctilux is a lot bigger and quite a bit heavier too. So let's put this on the camera, and there is like a tiny little corner that the rangefinder blocks. If you extend, it's still a tiny little corner that blocks it, but I like it. I prefer this design to the other one. So the reason I got this lens is because I find myself always limited. Especially, I like the Noctilux a lot, but 1 meter or 3.3 feet is the minimum distance you can use this lens at. And by doing portraits, sometimes I just wish it was a little closer in. There is a new 35 out that does similar close focus. I have not gotten that because I feel like 35, I still want, a bigger scene. So I wouldn't be as close. The closest one focusing besides the macro is the 35 Apo, what has much closer focusing. And then we have the macros. So to avoid the limitation, I used various adapters to get closer, and putting on adapter is quite painful. And the regular macro adapter that comes for Leica is actually a really macro adapter that is a big jump from regular focus to macro, and is really meant for the 90mm, although you can put it on any lens. And in reality, the Noctilus doesn't perform as well in closer focus. Probably that's why there is a meter limitation. You can use this a little closer. So those old adapters that are just a little bit closer work very well with the M11 or the other, digital M cameras that have live view. So that is pretty much it. I'm very excited to go out and shoot and show you some picture in another video.